Here's an in-depth look at Admiral Alexander Alekseyevich Moiseyev, his background, career, and accomplishments. Here is the complete and focused section on Admiral Alexander Alekseyevich Moiseyev's personal and educational background. Personal background. Full name: Alexander Alekseyevich Moiseyev. Date of birth: April 16, 1962. Place of birth: Borskoye, Kaliningrad Oblast, Russian SFSR, USSR. Nationality: Russian. Early life: grew up in the Kaliningrad region of the Soviet Union. Before joining the military, he completed high school and worked as a technician after attending a vocational school focused on film projection. Educational background: 1. A.S. Popov Naval Radio-Electronic Institute. Location: Leningrad now. St. Petersburg. Graduated 1987. Focus: submarine, radio-electronic systems, and naval engineering. This education prepared him for a technical career aboard nuclear submarines in the Soviet-Russian Navy. Higher Special Officer Courses, 1995. Advanced Training for Submarine Officers. Emphasized command, control, and operation of nuclear submarines. 3. Kuznetsov Naval Academy. Graduated 2003. With honors focus, naval strategy, fleet management, and tactical leadership. This is a premier institution for mid-career Russian naval officers preparing for senior leadership roles. Military Academy of the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Russia. Graduated 2011. With distinction significance, the highest level of military education in Russia focuses on national defense strategy, joint operations, and high command leadership. Here is a clean, detailed summary of Admiral Alexander Alekseyevich Moiseyev's educational background. Educational background of Admiral Alexander Moiseyev. Popov Naval Radio-Electronic Institute. Location: Leningrad, now St. Petersburg. Graduation year: 1987. Specialization: Naval Radio-Electronic Systems. Focus: technical education in radio and electronic equipment for submarines and surface ships. Significance: this institute laid the technical foundation for his career as a submarine officer. 2. Higher Special Officer Courses of the Russian Navy. Completed 1995. Purpose: advanced professional development for officers already serving in command positions. Focus areas: submarine warfare tactics, operational planning, crew leadership, and management. Relevance: designed to prepare officers for senior roles on nuclear-powered submarines. Admiral Kuznetsov Naval Academy. Graduated 2003. With honors. Location: St. Petersburg. Focus: operational art and naval strategy, fleet coordination, and logistics, command and control system. Significance: this prestigious academy is essential for officers moving into fleet-level leadership roles. Graduating with honors signifies outstanding academic performance. Military Academy of the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Russia. Graduated 2011. With distinction. Location: Moscow. Focus: strategic level command and planning, national defense, policy, interbranch, and joint military operations. Significance: this is Russia's top military educational institution for generals and admirals. Graduating with distinction places him among the elite of the Russian military leadership. Here is a detailed explanation of Admiral Alexander Moiseyev's completion of the Higher Special Officer Courses in 1995. Higher Special Officer Courses 1995. Institution and purposes: Higher Special Officer Courses are a professional development program conducted by the Russian Navy for officers already serving in key positions, especially in nuclear submarine forces. Their goal is to upgrade the operational and leadership capabilities of mid-career officers preparing for high command roles. Focus areas: the curriculum in these courses, circa 1990s, typically includes submarine tactics and warfare advanced techniques. In undersea operations, battle group coordination and enemy interception scenarios, command and crew management, leadership under combat and isolation conditions, psychological resilience and team dynamics aboard submarines, nuclear safety and operational protocols, reactor safety, emergency procedures, and missile handling, compliance with naval nuclear force standards, fleet coordination and communications, secure communication systems, coordinated movement with other branches of the Russian Navy. Relevance to Moiseyev's career at this stage. Moiseyev had already served as a senior assistant and engineer aboard nuclear submarines. The 1995 course was a prerequisite for commanding his own submarine, which he did soon after the Delta IV class K-407, Novomoskovsk. These courses marked his transition from technical expert to frontline, naval commander, submariner, and nuclear forces. Leadership early submarine career, 1987 to 1997. After graduating from the A.S. Popov Naval Radio-Electronic Institute in 1987, Moiseyev joined the Northern Fleet Submarine Forces, served aboard Project 667 BDRM, Delta IV-class nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines, SSBNs, held progressive roles. Engineer combat. Systems officer, radio electronics, senior assistant commander, second in command. Key achievement: developed deep operational expertise in long range, nuclear deterrence patrols and missile system readiness. Commander of K-407 Novomoskovsk, 1997 to 2003. In 1997, Moiseyev was appointed commander of K-407 Novomoskovsk, a Delta IV-class SSBN. The submarine is part of Russia's sea-based strategic nuclear deterrent, capable of launching intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs. Notable achievements during command: historic launch, oversaw the Shtil 1 missile launch from underwater in the Barents Sea into a designated area in Russia, showcased Russia's submarine-based nuclear strike capability. Long distance patrols, participated in 13 long-duration strategic patrols under Arctic ice. Operated in extreme environments, including missions under the North Pole ice cap, flag ceremony at the pole. Moiseyev was the first commander to hoist the Russian national flag and St. Andrew's naval flag at the North Pole, symbolizing Arctic sovereignty. Higher command roles in nuclear forces, 2003 to 2016. Following his submarine command, he rose through the strategic submarine command structure of the Northern Fleet, deputy commander and later commander of submarine divisions and flotillas. Oversaw training, safety, and operational readiness of multiple nuclear submarines, expertise developed, ballistic missile systems, command and control of sea-launched nuclear weapons, Arctic operations, specialized knowledge in stealth navigation, ice-breaking and polar patrols, crew leadership, exceptional track record in maintaining morale and discipline under high risk, long-duration deployments, honors for submarine service, Hero of the Russian Federation, 2011. Awarded for extraordinary bravery and leadership in the Russian nuclear submarine fleet. Other awards include Order of Courage twice, Order of Military Merit Medal for merit to the fatherland. Second class here is a comprehensive breakdown of Admiral Alexander Alekseyevich Moiseyev's rise through the ranks and his leadership in Fleet Commands. Rise through the ranks and Fleet Command's post-submarine command career, 2003-2011. After his command of K-407 Novomoskovsk, Moiseyev moved into higher leadership positions. Key roles: deputy commander of a submarine division. Northern Fleet commander of the 31st Submarine Division, oversaw multiple strategic nuclear submarines, ensuring combat readiness and Arctic deployment capability. First deputy commander of Northern Fleet submarine forces during this period. Completed studies at the Admiral Kuznetsov Naval Academy, 2003, and the Military Academy of the General Staff, 2011, promotion to flag officer ranks Rear Admiral. Promoted in early 2000s while commanding submarine formations. Vice Admiral, after graduating from the General Staff Academy, 2011, appointed to higher fleet staff roles. Admiral, promoted 2019 following his successful tenure commanding the Black Sea Fleet. Black Sea Fleet Commander 2018-2019. Appointed Commander of the Black Sea Fleet in May 2018. Strategic context. The Black Sea Fleet plays a central role in Russia's military presence in Crimea, Syria, and the Mediterranean. Key actions and responsibilities. Oversaw major modernization of naval forces at Sevastopol and Novorossiysk. Strengthened coastal missile and air defense units. Supervised joint operations with Syria and coordinated support for Russian naval forces in Tartus. Conducted combat readiness inspections and live fire exercises in the Black Sea and Eastern Mediterranean. Commander of the Northern Fleet 2019-2024. In May 2019, Moiseyev was appointed Commander of the Northern Fleet, Russia's most powerful naval formation. Strategic importance. The Northern Fleet houses most of Russia's nuclear-powered submarines, including its second strike nuclear capability, vital to Russia's Arctic policy, under-ice operations, and NATO deterrence. Key achievements. Lead large-scale Arctic military drills, including multi-ship operations under polar ice. Oversaw the deployment of MiG-31K aircraft armed with Kinzhal hypersonic missiles to the Arctic. Directed the formation of joint strategic commands integrating naval, ground, and air forces in the Arctic zone. Supervised modernization of bases in Franz Josef Land and the New Siberian Islands. Commander-in-Chief of the Russian Navy, acting. 2024-present. In April 2024, Admiral Moiseyev was appointed acting Commander-in-Chief of the Russian Navy following the retirement of Admiral Nikolai Yevmenov. Role and impact: oversees global Russian naval operations. Directs the construction and modernization of the fleet, including nuclear submarines, frigates, and hypersonic weapon platforms. Represents the Russian Navy in international maritime dialogues and military strategy forums.